Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Doctor Who! I'm very excited, you guys. If you're joining me early today, it means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and you know, as always, I'm sending you those big old hugs right through the screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, we're on the 4th episode now of Doctor Who, this current series, and I think we had a really strong start to the series. I have to say series, not season. I have to remember that. I know the one-shot episodes, especially after like a really strong two-parter starter to the series. The one-shots are, I mean, I have found the one-shots are always a little bit tougher to, you know, kind of be like, oh, that was such an epic one-shot, you know. The one-shots are fun and sometimes very interesting and novel. But it's not too often that like a one-shot stands out to me as like, whoa, like that was a phenomenal episode. There are some, like, trust me, like there are some just like one-part episodes of Doctor Who that I absolutely love, but I think especially after like a really just epic feeling two-parter right before that, I think it's easy to kind of feel like, good. But it was, I enjoyed it, and, you know, I think we have a lot of great stuff to look forward to this series with Doctor Who. We've had a lot of hints about the whole timeless child thing, Gallifrey, we have a new master. I mean, we're ramping up to some big stuff here this series, so I'm excited to see where it's all going, and I'm enjoying Jodie. I really enjoy when we get to see like quippy Jodie. Like she made a comment last episode. She was saying she was going to make something. I don't even remember what the line was. And she was like, she turned to the person next to her and was like, with a few crayons and a can of Spam, I can make you. I just completely lost it. Because like I love like sharp, quickie doctor lines. So, so that was great. So, you know, I'm going to look out for more of that. I think she's been great. I think the companions have just been like off the walls great. They have such a good chemistry, and it just feels like no matter what they're doing, it's really fun and interesting to watch their stories and like what they're up to. Like we got kind of felt like a Ryan-centric kind of side storyline last episode, and I thought that was great. It had some drama, it had some funniness. It was really good. So really excited to see what's going to happen next on the show. And you guys, there's only one way to do that, and that is to jump into the very next episode of Doctor Who. Who's with me? Let's do this. I do love just seeing the intro. It's just so visually beautiful.
Thank you, Mrs. Garrett, but I did in fact receive a feeble electrical signal, and I calculate it comes from Mars. Sir. But that's not the focus of this project.
Oh, it is now.
I'm not in the habit of investing.
Tesla's towers just saved the world. That's got to mean rich and famous. No, nothing's changed. A few years from now, Wardenclyffe is torn down. Tesla keeps on inventing, but no money, no fame.
Oh no!
He dies penniless.
Thank you.
That's really too bad.
Don't give up. Whatever anyone says.
Well, let them talk. The present is theirs. I work for the future.
Okay, let's talk about that episode because I really enjoyed that. Wow, I had no idea so many, you know, assuming that these were these facts were not exaggerated for fictional purposes. Wow, I never had any idea. That's really cool. And again, I'm not sure if this was exaggerated for fictional purposes, but like Edison was kind of me. But he, you know, I mean, I think they made a good point that, you know, he was the one who kind of took people's dreams and made them into reality. As kind of a creative, not an inventor of any kind, but as kind of a creative type. I know there's like a very big difference between like having a creative vision and being able to execute it in a business way. That can be like a lot tougher. So I think like they kind of made the subtle point that like, you know, you need both, you know, but man, I feel bad for Tesla though. I had no idea if any of that was rooted in fact, which I have no idea. So, you know, for all I know, I could find out after this episode, like none of that was true. But assuming that was somewhat based in fact, I have to say I never had any idea he was so far ahead of his time. Very cool. Fun historical episode. I mean, I don't even know what to say because every episode I just tell you guys how much I love the companions and I love the Doctor. They're just so much fun, and we got a little bit, I like when Jodie gets a little bit, kind of a little bit feistier. She has this wonderful positive energy that's so much fun, and I love it. And it makes it all the more fun when she gets like just a little bit dark in there. When she was like talking to that Scorpion Queen and she was like telling her like, no one's even ever gonna know you existed. And I was like, ooh, dang, yes, do it, get her. So that was fun. I always enjoy getting to see a little bit of the sharper side of her. But I love that she has this kind of almost over-exaggerated, like pushing everything down, like, yeah, but don't worry guys, like, everything's fine, I'm sure it'll be just fine. Like it's really funny to watch her just try and always skew the situation positive no matter what. I think that's very cool. I mean, I don't even know what to say about our companions because just they, like Yaz is really, I feel like we've maybe seen, like I feel very connected to like Ryan and Graham, and I like Yaz, but I feel like I haven't, we have seen some background stuff about her now, but she's maybe the one that I haven't like gotten as attached to, but I still really like her. But I thought she was really good in this ep. She's very sweet, and she's very like, watching her deal with some of the threats and everything, it's like she knows just what to do. Like she's very on top of her game, but she's also very kind. But Ryan and Graham are just, like if they did like a spin-off show that was just like just them having kooky adventures, I would 1000% watch that. They are so much fun. So really good stuff. Again, this was like kind of a one-shot episode. Didn't really seem to tie into any bigger storyline that they're building in terms of like the whole Gallifrey thing and Timeless Child, and but there was a little tiny hint, just a tiny hint, didn't really have anything to do with that, but when she was like, have you ever seen a dead world before? And oh, you could just see it in Jodie's face. I was like, oh no, you went too far. But I think I enjoyed this one shot more than the previous one. I don't know which ones I like better, the futuristic ones or the historical ones. I think it depends on how they're executed. But in this particular instance, I really enjoyed this, and it just felt like a very well done historical app with, of course, you know, the twist of alien interference. So I like it. I would say if I had to rank the apps, I would probably rank the two-parter first, and then this one, and then the one that we saw last time. So, but I mean, we've only seen a few episodes of this season, so I'm sure that ranking will change over the course of the, over the course of the series. So very fun stuff. Good app. I enjoyed it. The subject matter I think was like really interesting and kind of fun to learn just some, you know, again, assuming that any of that is factual, which I think at least loosely, I think it was based in fact. Especially like at the end when they have the like, the doctor does a little, where are they now? Kind of like, so did he blah, blah, blah? Well, he actually ends up this and this and that. So I'm sure it's at least loosely rooted in fact. So that was interesting to learn about. And it's fun just kind of getting to know, you know, I've been saying for a while that I feel like the second series is where a new doctor really starts to hit their stride. So I'm just really like intently watching her and just like getting pumped for that, for her hitting her stride. So good stuff, you guys. Hard to believe that at this point we're almost halfway through the series. But yeah, I think this is a good one so far, and I'm looking forward to what they have in store for me next time. And again, I do not watch previews, so I'm going in totally blind. I have no idea what next week's going to be about, so it'll just be more fun that way. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please join me again next time, and we'll watch it together. Bye for now, guys.